Top 10 Smartwatches. Smartwatches have become a pivotal tool when it comes to accessing notifications, initiating or taking calls, accessing your contact list, or even tracking your health. Every new year, we get new, better and more interesting smartwatches with a lot of different functions. That also means it's becoming more and more difficult to find the right smartwatch to suit your needs and requirements. If you want to buy the best smartwatch for yourself or loved ones during Christmas or any other holiday, here are some of the top options you need to keep in mind. Samsun Galaxy Watch 3. If you're looking for the best Android smartwatch, the Samsun Galaxy Watch 3 is definitely a major contender. This unit has a 1.2 or 1.4 AMOLED display, and it comes with a dual-core processor. It delivers 8 GB of storage and the battery life can be up to 3 days in total. Another thing you will like quite a lot is that the unit has IP68 waterproofing, so even if you drop it in water, it will work just as expected. Samsun Galaxy Watch 3 comes with pretty much any type of connectivity you would expect, such as LTE, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. It even has NFC as well. You have a sleek, very high-quality titanium build that will impress with its efficiency and quality. Moreover, the product is great for health monitoring and it even has fitness coaching. It's a very fashionable watch, however it's also a bit expensive when compared to the predecessor. That being said, there are some great improvements, so it can be worth a try if you have the first generation. Apple Watch 6. If you're willing to spend quite a bit of money on a good smartwatch and you own an iPhone, then the Apple Watch 6 is definitely a stellar option. They have a lot of colors you can check out, all of which are incredibly interesting and visually appealing. Apple Watch 6 comes with an Apple S6 processor, which is very good. It makes everything run faster and smoother when compared to the previous versions. The 1.78 OLED display is big enough to tackle all the day-to-day tasks on the unit. Plus, there are all kinds of different customization options on it. Just like Samsung, Apple places a lot of focus on fitness. Since Apple has created a fitness subscription, they are relying on the Apple Watch 6 for data access. So if you are into fitness, this unit with the fitness subscription comes as a very appealing package. You get SpO2 level indication. On top of that you have sleep monitoring, ECG, heart rate information and many others. They also have Siri built in, so you are indeed getting plenty of value here. There's also Apply Pay support. However, the battery life is still less than a day, around 18 hours, so if you want to use the smartwatch daily, then you have to charge it during the evening/night. Fitbit Versa 3. When you see the Fitbit Versa 3, you will be impressed with its efficiency, considering the price. It's not up to par with the two models listed above, but it's definitely close, while keeping the costs low. The Fitbit Versa 3 has integrated GPS functionality, and it's very light. It works with both iOS and Android devices, and its battery life can be up to 5 days or sometimes even more than that. There is some water resistance, but nothing too much. You still need to keep it away from water, just to be safe. However, if it rains on, you will be fine. You do get NFC support, but there's no offline Spotify and the side button is not that well placed. It's important to note that Fitbit does offer a lot of customization options and features, so you can easily personalize this unit the way you want. It's very comfortable, but as you can imagine, it's mostly fitness focused. It does have a multitude of smartwatch functions, yet they are not up to par when compared to the other solutions out there. Apple Watch SE. Apple Watch SE is great for those that want an iOS-focused smartwatch with some great features and an affordable price. It's still a bit expensive for a lot of people, but it's definitely affordable when compared to other watches from Apple. It has a 1.78 OLED display and the previous Apple S5 processor, which is still a very good unit. They added 32 GB of storage, which is quite a lot and way over the competitors. However, The battery life is still around 18 hours, so it still doesn't last for an entire day. Yet you are getting pretty much all the features you want from the previous Apple Watch generation, aside from the always-on display. The only downside for some customers is that you are receiving water resistance up to 50 meters. There's no IP68 support, which means you must pay attention how you handle the unit. The specs are great though, and if you don't mind the lack of an always-on display, this is actually one of the top smartwatch options on the market. Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 might be a bit older, but it's still one of the best smartwatches for Android. It has a high-end design and a 1.2 display. The dual-core processor is very good, and you are getting 4 GB of storage. It's not a lot, but it will get the job done if you want to store some music, personal information, contacts, and install some apps. It has a 50 meters IP rating as well. The battery life is quite good. It lasts for 2 days with medium type usage. That being said, the price was increased exponentially when compared to the previous generation. However, right now it's a good option since there's a newer version, so the price dropped quite a bit. There are 39 workout modes, an ECG sensor and a heart rate sensor. They also added sleep monitoring and stress checkup. You get pretty much all you need to stay safe and eliminate concerns, and it does bring in a stellar price point as a whole. You should totally give it a try for yourself. Fitbit Versa Lite. Fitbit Versa Lite is a more affordable version of the Versa, and it's quite an interesting option. It has a battery life that goes up to 4 days. While the 300 by 300 LCD display is not the best out there, it gets the job done and it's pretty large. As a result, it can be great for those that want a larger smartwatch, since it looks imposing and interesting. It has 50 meters water resistance, complete support for iOS and Android, and just like the regular Fitbit Versa, its main focus is on workouts. It does lack some features when compared to the main Versa line, like a less impressive screen, no Fitbit Pay support or GPS. If you are interested in a fitness-fossil smartwatch without bells and whistles, this will do the job for you just fine. Fossil Sport. Fossil is widely known for their elegant, traditional watches. So you have to wonder how they do in the smartwatch department. The Fossil Sport is a great 1.2 smartwatch that looks very nice, and at the same time it's very light. It does come with 4 GB of storage and IP68 waterproofing, which is ideal for a smartwatch of this caliber. Another thing to note here is the fact that the display is AMOLED, so the quality is very impressive. Moreover, you will notice that they have a proprietary charging method, which can be a bit of a problem for some customers. That being said, the Snapdragon Wear 3100 chipset found inside does get the job done rather well when it comes to managing the overall battery life. Based on our experience, you can get around 2 days of battery life with this unit, sometimes even more than that. It's the type of smartwatch that impresses with its price point, even if the GPS can be slow and there are no major high-end features. Honor Magic Watch 2. Honor Magic Watch 2 is a great fitness-focused smartwatch. There are multiple variants, a 1.21 and a 1.39 version. They both have Lite OS and work on iOS and Android as well. The onboard storage is 4 GB, which is quite common for a smartwatch these days. It's important to note that you receive just general water resistance, so it's a good idea to keep it away from water to begin with. The fitness features are what really stand out here, since it tracks multiple sports with a lot of detailed information. In addition, it will even give you feedback and workout advice for this type of activity. It's important to note that the battery life is extremely good too. It can go up to a week, maybe even 2 weeks if you use it moderately. Sure, it might not have the fanciest display and functions, but it works great for fitness buffs in particular. It's a bit more expensive when compared to a Versa Lite, for example, but it still gets the job done, and that's what matters in the end. Plus, the design is very appealing too. Garmin Forerunner 745 smartwatch. If you are very serious about working out and you want a durable, dependable smartwatch, the Garmin Forerunner 745 smartwatch definitely stands out. It helps you track all the workout data you need, not to mention it has GPS, goal tracking as well as recovery time analytics. They also offer you workout suggestions, and the Garmin Coach app is extremely interesting and just a pleasure to use every time. On top of that, this is a rugged smartwatch, so it delivers incredible durability and a very good value and quality. The battery life is pretty good, up to 2 days in total. If you use the GPS function constantly, it will end up lasting around 6 hours, which is still a pretty good battery life for a smartwatch. It's not the largest smartwatch, but it is fashionable, and you will find it visually appealing and incredibly interesting. TicWatch Pro 3. TicWatch Pro 3 might not be as popular or common as the other smartwatches on this list, but it's a very impressive product with a lot of really interesting features. It has a 1.4 OLED display that's paired with an LCD screen. The Snapdragon Wear 4100 chipset is very impressive, and it does bring in front a very good quality and experience for the money. You also have a battery life of up to 3 days, something that's quite impressive for this type of product. It's one of the most powerful devices on the list, and that's mainly thanks to the 1 GB of RAM whose power you can see from the start. The apps load fast, and when you select an option, you get immediate results. One thing to consider here is that sleep tracking is not the best, and the interface itself is definitely something to be improved upon. But if you keep those aside and just focus on the performance, the TicWatch Pro 3 is a great unit. You will particularly appreciate just how versatile and durable the device is, and at its price it's well worth it. And finally, there are a variety of options if you want to buy the best smartwatches on the market at this time. These watches are visually appealing, and they all offer great performance and access to a variety of great features. A smartwatch is great for anyone that works out, busy persons and those that want to monitor their health properly. You have a multitude of price points to choose from, and you will be very impressed with the value and quality provided here. If you always wanted a smartwatch or want to share one as a gift for Christmas, don't hesitate and give any of these models a shot. There are the links in description which may help to find the best smartwatch. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video if you find it helpful.